Hi! I have come on this channel quite a bit and talked about my college experience, my time trying to find a postgraduate job, which I'm still kind of working on because my job right now, serving beer and liquor to golfers, is not really a career path. It's just what I'm doing every day. I'm giving myself a bit of a break because it is mid-coronavirus. I am not really interested in just being stressed out all the time, hoping that maybe something will open soon. I'm not even really worried about it or thinking about it. But what I am thinking about is this other big, suffocating, scary thing that I'm in, which is called student debt. I've mentioned that I have it before on this channel, but I don't think I've ever gone too in depth about how much, what happened, why I did it, how I'm planning on managing it. So here I am. Let's talk about stuff that like a lot of people like to ignore, especially in my age group. People love to go, it's whatever, like I don't have to deal with it yet. And I'm like, you have to deal with it like in 6 months after graduating. It's already been a month since I graduated, which means it's only 5 months. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if it's like my anxiety brain. Can you tell that this is something that like stresses me out? So this is my like debt-free journal. The book I'm really going off of is Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover, which I read in like a day. I listened to Dave Ramsey, the clips, not the full show, because like who has time for that, almost every day. I have turned this little journal into my Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover because I'm gonna live like no one else so that later I can live and give like no one else. For example, I was at work the other day and Jerry Rice, famous NFL 49ers player, tipped me $100. I want to be able to tip some 22-year-old dummy $100 one day, and I'm already 23 and I'm just like, I'm not gonna be a famous NFL player who makes money that way, but I can make some money somewhere, somehow. Dave Ramsey really preaches a couple of things: the debt snowball and the baby steps. You save up $1,000 in your emergency fund, then you pay off all your debts, smallest to largest. I have my $1,000 saved. I saved it back in like January and was kind of just waiting for school to end and to get a job so that I could start my debt-free journey, which I know Dave Ramsey would have been like, you should have started as soon as you found out, but like I was literally so busy trying to graduate, coronavirus, every other problem that's existed ever in the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. So I've just been doing a bunch of research. This is my debt breakdown. This is the part that hurts the most to look at and think about. So $45,400. This is what I owe to Wells Fargo because I took out private student loans. So even right now, during the coronavirus, when everyone else is getting them like put on pause, mine are still accruing interest, which makes me kind of sad. That's broken down into 4 loans over my last 4 years at school. $9,900 was my first loan, $10,000 was my second one, $10,000 was my third one, and then $15,000 was my last one. It just kind of so happens that I'll be paying my debts smallest to largest and also oldest to newest. My goal, like my mini goal number 1, apart from getting a job, which I got that down, is to get my first loan, $9,900, paid off by Christmas 2020. I have just about 6 months from my first paycheck, which comes in 2 days, to pay it off. Now I'm making $13 an hour plus tips. With tax, it comes out to about $10 an hour. So working 40 hours a week, each paycheck should be about $800. With my tips on there, I'm hoping I can get it up to like 1,000 per paycheck. And then if I have 13 paychecks, that's $1,300. Sorry, 13,000. Why can't I do math? Yeah, 13,000. That should be $13,000 between me and Christmas. By the time that Christmas rolls around, I should have the whole first loan paid off, probably including all the interest on it, which is so crazy that like I'll actually be able to do it. I think my first payment is due in November, and I think what I'm gonna try to do is just throw like 8 grand at it. Yeah, something like that, like a bunch of money. I'm gonna throw a bunch of money at it as soon as possible and just like have fun. Oh my god, I'm so excited to do that. And then I will only have 3 loans, and the goal in the end is to have all 4 of them, all $45,400 paid off by about my birthday, May or June of 2022. So before I turn 25. That's the goal. I just turned 23. It would be overall about 2 years, about 24 months, maybe 25 months of debt payoff. If I can pull it off and end up making more money, or like end up at a company with a salary that isn't like about $10 an hour after taxes, then hopefully, I don't know, maybe it'll be 18 months, maybe it'll be 15. I would love to throw every single penny that I have at it. I plan on spending basically no money, which is working for me so far. Is it fun or easy? No. It makes me sad. There's so much stuff I want to get for myself. But in 2 years-ish, hopefully less, I can do whatever I want because all my money will be mine. It doesn't go to the bank or the credit card companies or anything. It's literally just going to be my money. And how awesome will that be? I want financial independence from everything. And I think I can pull it off. Dave Ramsey really makes it sound like it's possible. And I trust the man, okay? I won't get into all the Jesus stuff with him because I get that you can like take notes out of the Bible. He ends his freaking shows saying, and you will never have financial peace until you walk with the Prince of Peace and Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I think I'm gonna be totally fine and financially happy without white Jesus in my life. That's just me, and I'm just being real with you guys. Like, I even bought the book Boundaries, and it was in the freaking Christian living section of the Barnes and Noble, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? But it's supposed to be a really good book, so I'm like, maybe it's okay. But like, Jesus and everything. What's he ever done for me? Oh man, Catholic school messed me up in the head. Anyway, that's my plan. Right now, I think depending on this paycheck, I should be about like $1,200 into this. And so what I'm doing to keep myself motivated, here's my little lone one. And every time I get a paycheck, I'm gonna fill in what I have. Okay, I know I don't look the best. I woke up not too long ago and I'm about to start getting ready for work, but I got my first paycheck this morning in my direct deposit, and between my paycheck and my tips and the other money I had saved up, I have $2,000 that I'm going to put to this loan. So you guys will bear witness to me coloring in the first $2,000 that I have to put towards this loan. And I am shook. I did the math on it and I should be done in 15 months because with my tips, I make about twice as much money per hour. I really hope the tip thing isn't an anomaly because I'm really excited about this, and it's just so crazy that it's actually happening and that I can actually do it, because I think so often my goal is like, I'm gonna get a 6-pack of abs, and then I don't, because that's like not really genetically in my future. But this is all me. This is me going to work every day. If I did my math right, which I think I did, that's 20% of that loan already. That's crazy. But I'm feeling really good about it. I kind of gave myself the allowance of Jack and I's 4th anniversary is coming up, and he has been super gracious in his gift giving this summer season. And I really didn't want to be like, I painted you something because I have to get out of debt. Like, I'm making room in the budget for things that I find important like that, but I'm taking out all the other things. Like, I'm not buying drinks when I'm out. Like, why don't I just drink 2 White Claws at home and that's it? I also want to say, I know I'm really lucky to be able to live at home with no rent payment, with no car payment, with no insurance and cell phone, all the other things that come along with adult life. I'm really lucky in that case, as far as like my dad and his financial stability and ability to help me. I'm also really lucky to have a boyfriend who put this idea in my head in the first place, because he was like, hey, I don't want to marry someone with debt. And I was like, oh yeah, huh, because then you have to pay it. That doesn't sound right. And he's being really supportive in like, if he wants to go out to dinner and I'm like, I'm not spending money, he'll just buy for both of us. He's doing things like supporting my hobbies, because I really needed a new laptop. The other one was really breaking on me. So I thought like, oh, well, I'll just do that in a couple of years. And now that I have one now, like, it really gets to up this experience for us. I just feel really lucky that I found Dave Ramsey through Jack and his mom, and that I I can actually have a job during the coronavirus that pays me pretty well, and that I can actually tackle this debt and be done with it, and like most people support me. I've grown a lot as a person in college, and I talked about that a lot in my college videos about how important I think it is to try and find yourself in college. Now I think it's kind of time to go, okay, me, who I have met and love, let's get you on a path to success that might not be easy or fun, but is worth it. And that is going to be really interesting over the next 2 years or so of, oh, but I want to buy this because immediate satisfaction. Like, what if I just went to Target and blew my whole paycheck on stupid stuff? And then I gotta go, well, I'm not gonna do that, so that in 10 years, I can go on vacation to insert place here and eat at insert fancy restaurant because I have money, because I didn't buy a bunch of useless stuff at Target now. And it's just a matter of like, I'm retraining my brain away from, ooh, but that's fun, to this is the adult smart decision to make. This is my way of saying, hey, every month I'm probably gonna check in and go, here's progress, here's how we're doing. Or maybe every 2 months. It really depends on how progress goes, what work is looking like. I don't know yet. I don't even have a paycheck to go off of for another couple of days, but I know I'm excited. I am feeling really intense about it, feeling like if it's November and I don't have that first goal almost finished, then I'm picking up another job. I'm gonna start Postmating, Uber Eatsing, something to get me from where I am, which is in debt, to out of debt, and then above and beyond to like a 40-year-old millionaire. I'm taking this next step into adulthood of owning my mistakes and my money and making the right decisions, even if they're not the fun decisions. Feel free to subscribe and join me on this debt-free journey. I will give you realistic and truthful and like sometimes not that fun or pretty descriptions of how I'm feeling, like I have with every other aspect of my life. I don't know how to be anything but myself, so hope you like it. I love you guys, and I will see you next week with another video.